Hey there, gardeners. Welcome to the jungle. Here is a quick garden update today on this last Sunday of January 2024. Here's our little pollinator garden in the front yard with all our native wildflowers, looking so happy after recent rains and mild weather. Not too hot, not too cold, at least in my opinion. Some Floridians are freaking out. Got a lot of beautiful tropical sage, our ocean blue morning glories, doing sunflowers poking out over there. Now we're gonna go take a look at the wildlife pond. So here's our wildlife pond. And if you're thinking it looks like a disaster, you're not wrong. If you're thinking the water looks gross, you're not wrong. So this has looked much better in the past. The problem is the raccoons. There's too many, and they are supported by the people feeding feral cats, and they're out of control. And even though there's plenty of natural water around in the form of canals, they like to come to our pond every night and destroy it. So that water's disgusting because they've been stirring up the mud all night. This was our little bog pot where we had some native bog plants planted, but if you can see, it's all stirred up and the raccoons have destroyed, and they snapped off all these plants, killed everything in there with their stupid, rude raccoon paws. Just so you know, raccoons are actually very destructive. Yeah, we had a lot of native vegetation over there on that end. It's been completely smashed down by the raccoons every night. They don't give it a chance to recover. It just gets smashed down night after night. They stir up the mud. The water quality is disgusting. We did have a fountain, a recirculating filter fountain, little waterfall that was over here, solar powered, and it worked great, the solar power. The problem was the raccoons destroyed the pump. They ripped it apart. They absolutely destroyed our, I don't know, $300, $400 solar powered water pump. So we don't have any moving water now because the raccoons are just gonna rip it apart again and maybe electrocute themselves in the process. I don't know. I don't care because they're freaking rude. But yeah, you can see all the torn up vegetation. You can see the water's brown no matter how hard we try, because every night the raccoons have themselves a little pool party. We also have some orchids planted around our wildlife pond. This one's doing so great. And you see it's putting on a spike. It's about to bloom. But what happens every year is it'll put on this beautiful spike, be just about to bloom, and then the raccoons wait until it's just about to bloom to snap off that bloom spike every time. We planted bromeliads around here because they're spiny, very spiny and sharp, and I thought that would help deter the raccoons because they don't like sharp things, but obviously we don't have a full perimeter, so they just go around. Oh look, they've dug a little hole on that bank in the rocks. Yeah, no, they really had a party last night and just stirred up this pond. Yeah, you can see over there all our pots of native wetland plants have just been, look, ripped out. Look, they ripped out that hemlock by the roots. They've just completely, they just destroy our pond over and over again. And it's frustrating. I still think it's important to have a wildlife pond because the birds use this as a bath. And we have native fish in there. Dragonflies can use it. But it's really discouraging. It's really, really hard to keep having a pond with the raccoons destroying it like this. So today I'll scoop out some of the muck that they stirred up and add some beneficial bacteria. But yeah, we just got to get rid of the raccoons. Hate to say it. They also, in addition to using this as their private little pool for their pool parties, they use it as their toilet. So for anyone thinking, oh, that's cute, they have fun and they play, they also take massive dumps in their little pool that they play in. And we have to come and scoop out the raccoon dumps. So before you think that you would love to have a little wildlife pond, a little natural pool in Florida, you can't do a natural pool in Florida because the raccoons are going to take a dump in it every night and you're going to get E. coli. So just don't do it. Have a wildlife pond, but find a way to get rid of the raccoons or keep them under control. Don't let your neighbors feed them with the feral cats. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Have fun gardening, guys, because I'm not.